All right. Good morning, everybody. I am back. Sorry, y'all. I've been busy. Uh, I do a radio show on Blog Talk Radio once a week. I do it every Wednesday at 6 p.m. And so far it's going pretty good. But today, I want to talk to y'all about the Constitution. And the Constitution, a lot of people don't know this, but also, I want to shout out to Yusuf L. Yusuf L taught me this. I watch a lot of his videos, and when he says something, generally I just go back and do research to verify it, unless I already know what he's talking about. So, but in this video, I just want to point out the fact that he's right. The Constitution is public law, not private law, and the Constitution does not apply to you. Now, when I say the Constitution does not apply to you, I don't mean that you don't have constitutionally protected rights. That's not what I mean. Well, when I say that the Constitution does not apply to you, I am simply stating that the Constitution does not limit what you can and cannot do. It is not. It does not restrict you from doing a particular thing. Okay, common law does that. Under this system, common law does that. But right now, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead. I'm not gonna read all of these cases, but as you can see, these are the cases right here. If you want to ever go and read them, this is the case. Was this Commonwealth versus Dingfeld? You can go and read this case, and this citation will be in there. But I'm just gonna scroll through, and I'm gonna read a lot of the case citations, and you can go and read these cases for yourself. For example, like if you wanted to find 10-man Lee versus State, you would go to a law library. If they have this book in there, you would go to volume 773, Southwest, second edition, and you would turn on page 47, and you'll find this case in there. So let's start off with this one right here. However, the constitutional limits do not extend to private citizens. This is because the Constitution is public law, it's not private law. That is why. The only time that this would apply to you is if a government, let me rephrase that because I don't even like using that. But if a public servant, got you to do something for him against another private citizen, then that would be applicable to you. But I'm going to go ahead and just scroll down. The Fourth Amendment of the United States Constitution does not apply to the actions of private individuals. The Constitution does not apply to the conduct of private persons. It applies to the conduct by the government because it's public law. It's not private law. Now, also, I want to point out to y'all this, man. Just think about this for a second. The Constitution in which the state that you are in, that is the supreme law of that land. Okay, so if that supreme law of the land does not apply to you, then what the hell make y'all think statutes apply to you? Because they don't. Statutes are public policy. Public policy. When I say public, I mean government policy. That's what public means. It means government. Also, you need to understand that these so-called states or whatever you want to call it, they have dual capacities. And that means that they are a body politic and a body corporate, meaning they are a so-called government and they are a corporation. And they act in dual capacities. That is what they do. They act in dual capacities. Did I write that? Did I write that other case down? I think it's in is that the case? I don't know. I have to go back to that. But anyway, let me scroll down and read some more of this stuff, man. The Constitution does not apply to the conduct of private persons. It applies to the conduct by the government. And when you see cases like this right here, these are federal cases right here. Those are federal cases. Let's see. I'm gonna scroll down. Here's another one. I'm not gonna read all of them, but I'm gonna read this one right here. This is Hamlord versus Findler. This was decided in 2013. Plaintiffs' Fifth Amendment claims must fail because the Fifth Amendment does not apply to private citizens. See that? Private citizens acting in their private capacities cannot be guilty of violating due process rights. See that? It's private property. I'm gonna go to this case right here, State versus Whirling, because I want to explain what I meant by if the police ask you or command you or whatever it says, command or something like here. But I just be speaking in general terms sometimes. So I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna read this case right here. I'm gonna show y'all how to do it. What I do is I copy and paste that from down there, and I put this into the search bar. And once you copy and paste this into the search bar, there's the case. It's gonna pop up right there. So I'm gonna go down and I'm gonna read that citation for you. I gotta find it. So y'all give me a second. And I'm searching for it. It might be in a footnote. It might not be in a footnote. Okay, I think we get into it right now. Okay, where is it at? This case is kind of long. Let's see who possessed the common authority was to search from the mere property interest of third party. Let's see. Let's see. I'm getting there. Let's see. After consent, the circumstance of private home may not be entered to conduct a search or effect an arrest warrant. I'm good. I must got to go all the way down somewhere. Once I find it, I'm gonna highlight it for y'all, and then we'll read it. Let's see. Probable cause. Here we go. Here it is right here. Okay. Let me see what they're talking about here. The issue presented in each, I'm starting right here. Well, I'm gonna start right here. And I'm gonna highlight all of this down to about right here. And we'll stop about right there. So I'm gonna read this. These cases, however, involve Fourth Amendment challenges to the seizure of property by private individuals who thereafter surrendered the property to the police. The issue presented in each case was whether the individual was an agent of the police, such that the warrant and probable cause requirements of the Fourth Amendment were applicable. We summarized the pertinent law, and then they're citing their authority right here, which is these conclusions right here. They're citing this, which is this case right here is this right here in quotations. So let me go down. If the cloths were seized from the car by a private citizen and handed over to the police officer, no constitutional question would arise, meaning that they didn't violate the Constitution, because it's not the Constitution is not private law, it's public law. The Constitution does not prohibit searches and seizures by private citizens. And then here's the case right here. This is actually a Supreme Court case from 1771. See this right here, Coolidge versus New Hampshire. right here, 403 US 443, blah, blah, blah. And then there's a bunch of them actually right here. But it says, if, however, a police officer commanded or directed a private citizen to retrieve the appellant's cloth through coercion, domination, or the more subtle techniques of suggestion available to such officials, the Constitution would come into play, meaning the Constitution would be applicable. The test is whether, in light of all the circumstances of the case, the private citizen must be regarded as having acted as an instrument or agent of the state. That's when the Constitution would be applicable to private citizens. If not, then it's not applicable to private citizens. So I'm glad I got into that case, and I wanted to read that to y'all. Let me see how long I've been doing this video. Probably about 10 minutes. I think this is a long enough video. I'm gonna go about one more minute. Let's see. Here it is. The Constitution does not prohibit searches and seizures by private citizens. Okay. The First Amendment does not apply to private citizens like Harlington. It applies to the United States Congress. See this? All of this, they've been through this stuff, man. They've known this stuff for a long time, man. They've been through this. There it is. It's all gonna say the same thing. The Fourth Amendment does not apply to private citizens who act. Oh, here it is, right here. Here it is, right here. The Fourth Amendment does apply to private citizens who act as government agents. See that? That's the only time it'll be applicable to you. Right here. Matter of fact, let's go up. I want y'all to see this case. So if y'all ever want to read it, then y'all can go and read it for yourself. Right here. This was in 1996. Right here. State versus Schamberger. Let's see. I think I have another one. Here it is. The Constitution itself prevents the government from taking certain actions against individuals. It does not generally prevent individuals acting purely as private citizens from taking such actions against each other. There it is again. Constitution is not public law, it's private law. Not public law, it's private law. And that's what it is. All right, that'll be the end of this video. I think I'm gonna do one more today, and that'll be it. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, go ahead and subscribe. Thank y'all for watching the video, and I hope you learned something. If I was y'all, I would go and read these cases that I've cited for yourself. That's what I would do. The Supreme Litigant is out. Peace.